Yes, people, and welcome back to Normski TV and the What's Going On podcast. Yes, people, look, watch behind me. What do you see? What do you see? 22 years of waiting. 22 years of waiting. And guys, we finally got it over the line. Guys, thank you for coming on. Please, if you're new, smash that like button, subscribe and share to the channel, man. Onwards and upwards. And we have finally got it over the line. Tuesday night was the night. Tuesday night was the night. It was absolutely pandemonium all over London in the Johnson household. Pandemonium all over, bro. Phone was going off left, right, and centre. Absolutely brilliant. Arsenal are 25-26 champions. I was going to say Champions League, man. What's the name? Fate there. Premier League, should I say? Premier League. I'm jumping the gun. Premier League. But can we do a double next week, Saturday, when we go and face PSG in Budapest? Oh, can you imagine coming back and doing a double? And the parade, listen, 150,000 people I'm hearing was down at the Emirates on Tuesday night to the early hours of the morning. My son went down there, didn't get back till 4 o'clock in the morning. He said if he had stayed an hour later, he would have seen the likes of Declan Rice, Timber, Saka. Bro, listen, man, I am absolutely gassed. It still hasn't sunk in. Telling you now, it has not sunk in. And listen, I am looking forward to the show. You might not see the usual face on here. Big D is going to be a little bit late. I don't know if the rest of the other guys are going to come in, but I'm hoping I've sent out a couple of links to people who want to just come in and jump on and just say what they need to say in terms of Arsenal finally getting it over the line. And I am absolutely gassed. You know what I mean? I am gassed and we're going to talk about it. But listen, before we do, I had one of my mates on the match reaction after the Burnley game. So I thought, yeah, man, why not have him back on? He knows his football. So I'm going to bring on Mr. Sean. Yeah, what you saying? First time live.
Thanks for having me.
You done your debut on the match reaction, but first time live on the show. Big up to you every time, man.
No,
and I know you must be absolutely gassed. You must be absolutely gassed. Right? But before we go into that, how are you doing, man? How's your day been? Have you come back down from Cloud 9?
Just about come back down from Cloud 9. It really...
You're giddy, man. You're giddy.
Right, I don't think you understand what this means. I mean, you do. Of course you understand. But
of course I understand. Bro.
What this means to me, man. Oh, my gosh. It's not only just me. It's all the hate we get. All of it. It all just coming back to a head. And now you lot... All of you haters out there, mate. We're champions. Champions.
Hey, I wonder if Patrick Ever is watching Netflix at the moment. I wonder if he's watching Netflix. Yeah?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That season is done. Yeah. The season is done.
That is it. He's gonna have to wait. He's gonna have to pick on someone else now.
Oh, bro, man, listen, and even John Obi Mikel had to eat his own words, man. He still won't congratulate us. Chelsea guy, that man was running his gums all season. Yeah.
Remember when Yaya Toure came on Sky Sports, started talking rubbish as well?
Yeah.
Mate, it's like they couldn't stand to see us winning it, man.
No, man. Listen, it is what it is, man. But Tuesday night, man. Did you watch the game?
I watched the game. My biggest regret is that I didn't go out. I didn't go down to the Emirates to watch it because I didn't expect. I work on worst case scenarios, innit?
Yeah.
I thought that City would pull something out of the bag. Obviously, it's a tough game.
Yeah.
It was one of them that obviously every fan was looking at and thinking, yeah, they could drop points at Bournemouth, right?
Yeah.
But something about this City side. It's just they burnt me so much in the past that it's like they always pull something out. They always pull.
Listen. People have been telling me I must apologize. Yeah.
Uh,
I got to apologize to Mikel Arteta and all of this. Right, I had man on the phone phoning me today. I was on the phone for him for about an hour. He told me, you know you are. You're out there, bro. Yeah, you're the man that lives in Wembley. Yeah, apologize. And I put my case forward. And listen, let me say it publicly in front of everybody and everybody that's in the chat. Please smash that like button. Well done to Mikel Arteta. You finally got it over the line. But for the past 6 years, yes, we've been competing. We had the most amount of points, whatever, but he didn't win us a trophy. He didn't get us a trophy. Now we can say, yes, you've got up a trophy, but I didn't start going around and saying to all you guys, I didn't come up to you, Sean, and start saying, I mean, when we first had our first interaction, it was about 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And, you know, I thought there was something about you, and I said, you're an Arsenal supporter, innit? And we got talking and everything.
Yeah.
And then, obviously you could tell from the way I was talking about Mikel Arteta that I wasn't an Arteta inner. And you was an Arteta in, and I was an Arteta outer. But we didn't come to punches or blows. We talked, we reasoned. You gave your reason as to why. I mean, just give us a little, just before we go into the show, because people are going to be popping in and out. And I hope that some of the guys on the Arsenal debate just come in, and even if you don't want to turn your camera on, just come in and say what you got to say. You might want to just come and say, no, I told you. But listen, I ain't saying sorry to nobody. You know what I'm saying? But well done to the Arsenal and well done to Mikel Arteta.
Well, Norman, this is how I see it. I don't think you should apologise because look, this is the thing. I back Arteta, you didn't back Arteta, right? Or you didn't, you weren't happy with him or whatever. Right? My thing is, let's say thank you to him. You don't need to apologise for because everyone has had their doubts at some point or another. I've had doubts over this season is the time I've actually doubted him the most. This has been the shakiest I've been on Arteta as a manager.
Yeah.
Well, apart from obviously right at the start when he had to go. We lost our first 3 games of the season. Yeah. Apart from obviously that time, but since we've become good again, if that's the way we're going to describe it, this season is the first time I've actually had doubts, and it came right after the Carabao Cup final. Just seeing how we played, how we turned up there, it was like, what have you said to these players that they can't complete a 5-yard pass no more? You know what I mean? They can't move the ball, they can't pass and move. What have you done that you've just ruined these players? Like, I know you. Listen, you've got to criticize the players as well, but these players clearly have quality. They have quality. The quality is on the pitch. So what has happened that they all of a sudden don't have quality? Because that Carabao Cup final was poor, man. That was poor.
Yeah.
City were good. Don't get me wrong. Like, take no credit from them. I mean, give City their credit, but we were crap that day. I was thinking, what have you said? It's got to be something to do. You're not getting the best out of these players anymore. Do you know what I mean? The thing, and to be fair, I think there still are flaws in our game. There's still loads of flaws in our game.
Look. I mean, guys, we don't want it. We know we're discussing, and it's a football channel, and we are going to discuss all things football, Arsenal, all the other teams in there. But we have to have a balanced look at the way we've played. And as you rightly know, I started this channel 6 years ago. Yeah. My son got me into it. He said, "Dad, you always talking about Arsenal."
Yeah.
So, and when Arteta came in, I even on Lee Gunner's show, we got to Lee Gunner, even on his show, I admitted that when Arteta first came in, I thought, this man's that know me, that the first time, and I think, he's going to change everything about the way Arsenal are and all of that.
Yeah.
And you rightly said, his first 4 games, I was like, brother, this is a rookie. He can't deal with this size club. Do you know what I mean? Yes, he might have worked with Pep and all of that. Yeah. But you're taking over a juggernaut of a club, third biggest club in England.
Yeah.
And for me, from that offset, I've not stopped in terms of my standards of wanting to see this club. Look, we can talk about he's taken us from a dark place and all that. I've heard all of that, yeah. But at the end of the day, having the most amount of points or scoring the more goals more than the Invisibles
does not win you a trophy. Win nothing.
Yeah, because you can evidently see that our points tally is not going to be up there with the Invincibles.
Not this season.
We've won a Premier League, right? And Man City, for one moment,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, there was times in the season where, you know, Man City started off bad. Yeah.
Mm.
So it gave us that little points gap of about 7 or 8 points
Yeah.
as a buffer. And then what we were then trying to do is like build on that. And maybe by the time we got to, say, February, March, April, get that 12-point gap. Then we started to shake a little bit. The mentality started to kick in. The injuries and all of that started to come in. And then, you know, you're just thinking, is it going to be another year where we're not going to see the Premier League? And it was, listen, when we played West Ham, do you know what I mean?
Oh, mate.
The save from Raya, Raya for me, I don't know for you, but Raya for me, right, should be the player of the season. And even put close to getting PFA, if not Declan Rice. He has saved us. Him and the defence is what's got us over the line.
Yeah.
Him and the defence is what's got us over the line.
I don't think you'll find anyone who will argue with that.
Yeah.
There's no two ways about that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It is the defence and it is Raya and Declan Rice. That's what's done it. Our attack has slacked, and that's where I bring in my criticisms on Arteta, because we used to attack well. So what's going on?
Yeah.
What's happening? Do you know what I mean? So, but anyway, where was it? You said something that you said something that I was gonna chime in on, but I've missed it. Well, it will come back. Sorry.
Yeah. But listen, before we go, let's get into the chat. Let me just go for the chat. Big up Gavin, big up Normski, and just saying big up to you, man. Kawaja, I call him the prez of the mods. Big up Gavin, and good afternoon to my man. Just quickly go through down. Smash the like, subscribe to Normski TV, along with the panel. Yeah, we have a guy deputizing and coming in. Well done. Big up Kawaja, and obviously this is Sean, ex-colleague that I worked with, and big Arsenal fan. Kawaja saying big up Normski, along with the panel. Also chat. Good evening, everyone. Welcome back, lads. My message to rival fans of Manchester: hold that. Listen. Oh, brother, listen. Let me tell you something. Hold on a minute. Hold on a second. Big up Normski, the legend. Thank you, Vincenzo. Big up. You're always in the chat, man. Big up to you every time. Yeah. And my good friend, Mr. Harris. You know Ian.
Oh.
Right, let me read. Me and this geezer. I mean, listen, bro. So big up Normski and all the Arsenal chat. We are champions after 22 years. Can't believe it. I'm on the bike at the moment, training for London. Yo, listen, boy. That's going to be tough, man. You're going to be broke up when you finish. So we'll have to come on another time. Don't worry, man. You're full of excuses. But big up to you every time. Doing it for a good cause, and big up to you. But Ian, I'll tell you, I phoned Ian, right, in that game, the Man City Bournemouth game, right? Let me just bring in Big D. Let me bring in Big D, the main man, Big D. Let me just bring in Big D. Hey, Big D's in the house. Big D is in the house looking down.
Yes, sir. What's going on, man?
Well, man, what you say, brother? Big up to you. Man, Big D, meet my work colleague. And as a matter of fact, Big D used to be one of us. Yeah, he used to be an open reach man. Yeah, so
yeah, man. I was a disciple. 16 years as a disciple.
16 years a disciple. Okay. Now, right now, Sean is a slave now because they're slapping him up. Big rats.
I got something to say on that. I was down in Crawley for a training centre today, right?
Right. Yeah.
The trainer's a Villa fan.
And
you know,
big up to the Villas. Big up to the Villas.
Yeah, I said, up the Villa and all that. But I said, but you ain't champions of England though. And he's like,
bro, I was on the phone. Hey, Roger, if you're in the chat, bro, big up to you. Was on the phone today. You was on the phone today. Let me just tell you this: I'd rather have a Premier League title than a Europa League title. I'm not gonna lie, but big up to you anyhow. It's going to be roadblock in Birmingham tonight. The roads are going to be lock off. Yeah. I heard the roads are going to be lock off up there tonight because they're obviously going to be doing the parade. But listen, Unai Emery is 5th European Cup.
Yeah, fair play.
You know what I mean? Taking Villa from where they were under Steven Gerrard, almost getting them relegated. Yeah. He's taken them, got them back into a Champions League position. Yeah. Not only that, has won himself another Europa Cup with 4 different teams.
Wicked. Give it to him still.
Give it to him. Big up to him every time, you know. Big up to him every time.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Listen, before we get in there, I sent out a thing because people want to come on and congratulate. Congratulate Arsenal 25-26 season champions. So, Air You know these people. This is he's always in the chat. He comes in as Anne-Marie. So when you see him, I'm going to add him to it. Please, everybody in chat, give my little nephew and my sister the biggest, warmest welcome you can in the chat. Just give it, oh, hey. So here she is. Big up, bro. Big up.
And well, what can I say, Norman? Or Norman?
Listen.
Well done. Yeah.
Look, let me just get this straight. The real serious Liverpool supporter is the one in front. Okay, let's just get that right. Right. That's the real Liverpool supporter. This guy knows his football. He's only 9, I think. Yeah, and he's come on with his mum, my sister. 10. Sorry, 10. Is it 10? You 10?
Yeah.
Apologies, Ricardo. Apologies. Apologies. But listen, the camera's gone off. Get that camera back on.
Sorry, I think people can see us all, so they're ringing us right now.
Okay, yeah. Well, just send it all out. Tell them that you're live on Normski TV, the What's Going On podcast. But just quickly, let me just go through the chat. I'm sure there's going to be people doing adapts for you. Big up Junior every time. Even Normski, we are championship winners. Come on. I didn't go to bed until 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock, I didn't go to bed till the next morning. 4 o'clock to the next morning. Junior Martin said, big up to all the chat. Junior Martin again saying, big up to Sean and the what's up going on, what's going on show. Bless up. Just quickly. Mr. Carter, all the way in America, big up to you, Normsy. We are champions of England. Yeah? Champions of England. Have some of that. Big up to Gavin, and he's just saying, big up to Sean again. Leonie, listen, you are a massive supporter of the channel. And that's Big D's sister. Big up to you all the way. I don't know if it's Coventry or whatever, but listen, big up to Coventry because Coventry are gone right there, you know what I mean?
Pat Frank's got him back.
You know how I'm saying, bro? You know how I'm saying? Ruthless Scooter, big up to you, man, Carl. Every time, good evening, Normski and Sean. Premier League champion sounds so good and sweet. It sounds sweet, bro. It sounds sweet. D, I know you want to get back there one day, but not today, right? Quite subscribe to Ruthless Scooter.
I'm honestly happy for you, but then again, I'm disappointed for my own club.
Listen, let's just quickly talk about your own club because this guy is very knowledgeable, people. But let me just go for the chat because I'm sure there's people dapping you up. Winning the Prem has kept my nephew quiet. He's a Man City supporter. And he can keep quiet as well. He's not talking about you. 9 lights up. Come on, Kawaja. That's it. You tell him. Smash those lights up, yeah? Smash those lights. There's 20 people in the building. Smash those lights up. Come on. My darling wife, about that time, Normski, you needed to trust. Oh, here she goes. You needed to trust the process. We both, just to let everybody know, I did do the guard of honor for my wife. We did it in the kitchen. And she did the guard of honor for me. So we're square now. We're absolutely square. We're absolutely square. To my big sister, congratulations, Norman. You guys did it. Thank you so much.
You know it goes. We've been working on focusing on the Champions League.
What's that? What's that, Ricardo?
He's right.
Don't you guys? Shouldn't you be focusing on the Champions League now because you guys have got that coming up?
Yeah, 100%. But you got to allow a man to just enjoy himself, man. You know what I mean? Listen, guys. Just to let you know, we was called bottlers. Yeah, we got to find this. We got to find this. Yeah. We got to find this one.
Look at that.
Kick it away, man. Yeah, brother. We're ready, man. We're ready here. But listen, I hear you, Ricardo. We do need to focus. We need to put that aside and focus on the Champions League on the 30th of May. That's going to be massive in Budapest. And listen, we have got a boxer's chance, a boxer's punch, as they would say. Let's hopefully see if we can, go there and do something. I'm heard that Dembele, might be fit for that. For Richard Romano's come out and said that he's going to be fit for that, so he's looking forward. So I was hoping that, you'd had a little tweak in his calf muscle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Big up to Chris New, man. I don't know if I've seen you in the chat. If you're not, and you have been in the channel, big up to you. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Smash those likes and sub people. That's it. And Cora just saying subscribe to Chris New. Gavin says big up to Chris. Let's just quickly go through. Chris just dapping back to Kawaja. And then back to Gavin. And then Kawaja just big up. Good evening, Chris. And Chris is saying, hope you're good, Kawaja. And Chris is saying, big up, Sean. So there you go, Sean. You're getting your first. You know what I'm saying? I'm good, Chris New, my man. Premier League champions. Yes. Come on, man. Come on. 14 league titles.
Second
Still
most.
six behind. Yes, I know. You can tell us, Ricardo. How many titles have Liverpool got and Man United got?
Liverpool got 20. Manchester United have got 20. But that's
There you
since a
go.
long time ago. If you're talking about just the Premier League,
Yeah.
I don't like to talk about it because Man United have 13.
Yeah.
Liverpool have 2. I think Man City have like 10 or
We've got
more.
4. We've got 4. We've got 4 Premier League titles.
4.
But
We've
if you
got
want to
2
talk, if you want to talk about all time titles, we've got 14 titles. So we're still
Yeah, we've
6
got
behind.
20.
Yeah, we're still 6 behind
Yeah,
Man United and Liverpool.
I think the main reason, I feel like the main reason Liverpool have spent so much money and everyone's looking at them like what is because
Mm-hmm.
it's because I feel like we've spent too much money,
Yeah.
especially and people definitely question DSAC.
Right. Big question for you, Ricardo. What are your thoughts on Slot? Because obviously last season he got you a Premier League title. This season, you
Yeah,
rightly said he spent over £500 million. And if
exactly.
you was the owner of Liverpool, would you be willing to give him more money next season? Are you willing to keep with him, or would you sack him?
I'd sack him.
You would sack him.
Straight to the point.
I'm only
Love
saying
that.
that because
Love that.
I love
last
that.
year,
Now you might want to have a
how
conversation with
Yes, Judith.
with your auntie. You might want to have a conversation with your auntie Dancy because she says she wants to keep him. She's fighting tooth
now.
and nail to keep him. She feels
Okay,
that he should be given another chance.
let me tell you something. 2024-25 season, Arne Slot didn't make any changes. Basically, Jurgen Klopp side. You see, us. So you see, he made the signing of Chiesa, and Chiesa didn't act out so well. He made the signing. He made the signing of the. He made the signing of Mamadashvili, but then he went straight on loan to Valencia. And so one signing that didn't do well. So that's basically a Jurgen Klopp team. But then the next year he changed every It's like he changed almost all the tactics.
Yeah.
He bought lots of players, even that, in my opinion, they looked instrumental on the pitch. But then when it came to scoring goals when it was really needed, no, it just wasn't consistent. So I thought,
Well,
so I'm
listen,
thinking,
let me
if
tell
it's
you
not
something,
consistent,
bro.
you have to get him out.
Let me tell you something, right? And I'm gonna have forgot your mummy. Okay, you know what your mummy. I've spoken to your mummy about you starting up your little channel. Yeah,
Oh yeah, yeah,
yeah, and
yes.
certain people have not got it
Don't worry,
into
it's all in
play right now.
process.
It's
It's
all
all in
All
the
in
process.
process.
But what
All
I
in
must say is
process.
that you are making an absolutely fantastic debut on this channel.
There you go.
And the knowledge that
Top
you
man,
know
Ricardo.
is absolutely amazing. Big up Static Man, a Normski panel. Yes,
Yes,
we are
Static.
champions. We are champions. And he's putting in his Instagram. Go and follow Static on Insta. Watching Odegaard. All right, so we're not big fans of Odegaard. And Kwaja said we're watching Odegaard clap lifting the Premier League on Sunday. It makes it embarrassing. Listen, I hear that, but listen, we just got to enjoy the moment because we have waited 22 long years. One more league game left, Champions League next weekend from Static. And Static is saying that
what
Arsenal
we need
fans
to
can
get
enjoy the
ready.
whole week until Sunday. After Sunday, then the big one where we as Arsenal fans can focus on the Champions League. Right on, bang on that Static, because my little young one there did say we need to start focusing on there. Smash the lights up. Big up to Tony
Exactly.
Claude, Gunner TV, all the way in Switzerland, I believe it is, or Sweden. Big up to you. I would know I need to be on your show. We're gonna make it happen. We're gonna make it happen during the summer. Don't you worry, my brother. Don't you worry.
So we're going to disappear out of here, Normski.
Yes, but listen,
well done.
everybody,
Well done.
before you go, can you give Ricardo and his mummy a wave? Bye-bye. And tell them, make
Yeah, I'll
sure
be in the chat.
by
I'll
next
still be
season he
sitting
has
in
a
the chat.
channel. Yeah? Yeah? You're going to be in the chat. Listen, thank you for coming on.
Yeah,
Really appreciate that.
thank
Big
you.
up.
Don't
Ricardo,
worry
big
Take
about
up
it.
care.
I'm
yourself.
still
Bless,
gonna be
man.
in
Yeah,
there.
Big
take
up,
care.
big up.
Bye. Bye,
Big up,
team.
big up,
Bye.
big up.
Bye.
Bye, bye.
How do we...
Okay,
just
yeah,
saw
man.
Big
That's
Up
it. Yeah,
Ricardo.
just press,
Okay.
just
I
press,
can
yeah.
hear
Just press
I can hear
exit
his
and you're
ass
gone.
with it.
Yeah, just press exit and you're gone.
I gave you the remote so you can do
You're
that.
talking.
No. And then I can
Fine.
watch that bit. I was on there for like 10 minutes or so.
There you go. I've got him out. Right. Okay. Let me just quickly go back to the chat, and we will get on to business. Don't sack slot. That's from Mrs. J. Aquaja, just putting in Tony Claude's channel there, link. So please go and subscribe to Tony Claude TV. And Tony, big up the panel and big up the Normski. Yeah, man. Listen, big up to you every time. Chris New, slot in. Vincenzo Ricardo has more standards than the Cronkies. Whoa, come on. That's my nephew. Like this. Tony Claude said he liked this, Steve. And you're in the chat, you're watching it, everybody's bigging you up. Let's do it. Let's make it happen. Ricardo, that was a strong response from Leone. Big up to you, Leone, again. Martin Tap, big up every time. Big up Normski panel and the little fella bottom left. If he talks more sense than hey, Martin, man. Well, I thought we was friends, brother. I thought we was friends, brother. Friend. We was friends. We're there. Coming. There's a lot of people in the chat. Sorry. Rico speaks well, bro. Yeah, definitely. Absolutely. Definitely. Static, just saying, getting daps from Chris New. What's up? Big up Norski and the youth. Stay off the Liverpool subject. Yeah, man. Yeah, well, listen, what's up, man? You may have won the fantasy prem, yeah, but you certainly didn't win the Premier League. That's us, man. That's us. You know what I'm saying? And Leone just saying bye to Ricardo. Chris New just waving to Ricardo. What's up? Big up D from
big up, bro.
What's up? Tony Claude just saying, Normski, thanks for giving the kid yeah, man. Listen, I always said to him, and he's always been in the chat, and we thought it's a celebrating evening, and we have to celebrate. We have to celebrate. And what would be more fitting if we lift a trophy and Spurs go down? Oh my God, that would be brilliant. That would be brilliant.
As well.
But listen, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. And as I said, for 6 long years, under Mikel Arteta, it's 22 years. But D, you can vouch, yeah. Ever since I've had this channel, I've kept it 100. I've not flip-flopped. I've said how I feel, and you've tried. Ez has tried. JP has tried. Not maybe Kofi so much or Chile, because Chile can't stand Arsenal. But you know how I feel about this whole process, the PR and all of that. What's your thoughts on us, Arsenal, finally lifting a trophy after 20, a major trophy in being champions of England?
Well, Norms, as you know, when you're in the wilderness like we are now, in terms of 13 years, you know what I mean? Liverpool, 30 years. It's, for you guys, it's just a relief, you know what I mean? I think the neutrals that weren't in that 2-horse race wanted it to go to game week 38. Because I just think going to game week 38 is like Super Sunday to win it all is even, but City, I mean, City didn't live up to the billing, and we kind of called it last week that they may just froth their lines because they've been doing a madness all season where games you think they would win, they've completely gone there and just capitulated. So it didn't really surprise me, but like I say, I think the neutrals wanted a game week 38 Super Sunday, Arsenal and the Blue Manx head to head. Yeah, whoever comes out with chess comes out with chess. So congratulations, bro. Yeah, it's been a long time coming, and I felt your pain, like you felt my pain in recent years when we couldn't even qualify for Champions League. Now we're back in Champions League. I look at that and I say, okay, it's a step forward, but we'll see. You know what I mean? I'm not getting gaslit by anything from my club, but as for you guys, like you say, you got another big one. If you can do that Premier, and it's a proper double. Premier League and Champions League, very few teams have done that. You know what I mean? I think we've done it. Liverpool's done it. City have done it. Yeah, Man City have done it as well. It's hard to do. Yeah. So if you,
Man City did a treble, didn't they? They did a treble. Treble. That's just, you know what I mean? Now, people want to talk about Man City and say, you know, I mean, as I said, I was having this conversation. You probably know in Big D Junior from your neck of the woods in Willesden, Junior Fagan.
Oh, yeah.
So he phoned me, Junior. If you're in the chat, man, we had a long old cut, and he's a Arteta. inner like nobody's.
Is it?
I tell you, right? He wasn't having it. He was not having it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm saying to him, I said to him, listen, Junior, I said, every year, if say your roof is leaking every year, and Sean, you might want to listen to it as well. Because every year, if a builder comes around, and you say to him, my roof is leaking, right, and he temporarily fixes it, and you're thinking it's okay, and you're thinking, oh, at least it's gonna stop raining for the season, and we're good. And then it leaks again. And every year in, year out, you're paying this guy to come and fix your roof. At some point, are you going to say, you know what, I can't use you anymore, I'm going to sack you? Or are you just going to let him keep coming every year to try and fix the roof, which he can't fix?
Yeah, he's mugging you off, isn't he?
Well, I don't see it like that, though. I see it more like, no, do you know what? Because I'm not even, this is the thing, I'm neutral on it. I'm not neutral, but I'm not as far an Arteta inner as some of these people are. Some of these people are a bit delusional. Some of them are like, it's Arteta, like, you know, they won't hear any negative points against Arteta. Do you know what I mean? I hear them and I can see them, but I still think he's the right man for the job. My thing is more like, I see it as apart from the last season with Liverpool, the other two against Man City, it's like basically, I think of it more like someone keeps dissing you off in the cab. Like you've done the job.
I like that.
Someone's dissing you off in the cab. I mean, you just couldn't. It's out of his control. City were just too good, and that's how I saw it. Last season was the first time where I sort of thought, ooh, okay, you know what? If we don't have a good season this season, if we don't win something this season, I'm ready to change.
So you I mean, listen, I mean, obviously I'm a little bit more impatient than you. So for those first,
I'm upset. I was upset, but go on. Yeah, sorry. Go on.
So for every year, because I said, and it wasn't me trying to prove a point. It's just that I'm looking at past history and saying that he's failed at this hurdle, and there's a number of factors that would contribute to them not getting over the line. You can talk about injuries. You can talk about him playing the players, overpaying the players, not buying the right players. He's had a lot of money spent, probably the most backed Arsenal manager in history. And that, so if you're giving a manager that kind of money, that kind of wages, you have to have some sort of expectation.
It hasn't been perfect. It hasn't been perfect.
But what is it that made you stick with him for so long? And because the process now has banged. The process has banged now, and we've got it over the line. But let's talk about. I mean, the history of it. I mean, we there were so many hurdles where we fell down. Where I think I'm just trying to think of the time when we came 22-23 season. We led for 248 days. I think we led for 248 days. And then we got the injuries to Saliba. Holding comes in, just falls apart. We had a great attack. Now, can you imagine that attack? Then, with this midfield, I think we walked the league. And then we had the 2015-2016 season, Leicester. Outside horses, they come. We come second to them. Nobody else in the league was playing well. They beat us. And then, you know what I'm trying to say? And then, obviously, we didn't really... And then we lost out by 2 points, I think, in the 23-24 season against, and I think that's when they did the quad, 4-peat sort of thing. So it's every year I keep seeing the same thing over again. Surely that's my opinion in mind to say I don't think this guy can get us over the line. So what made you think after 4 or 5 years, after failing year in, year out, why you stuck with him? And great, listen, it's your opinion. You stuck with him and fantastic. Now, we've seen the fruits, but I don't want people coming at me and saying, well, I told you so. Because at the end of the day, I was right for 5 of those years. And this year, you was right. But at the end of the day, I've not in those years gone to come and hold that, come and apologize or whatever, because that's not what it's about. We all want the same thing, but we probably just see things differently in terms of how we want to see our club get over the line.
Well, first of all, my thing is anyone who is Arteta out or whatever, it's not an apology thing. What you need to do is say thank you because we're finally there. And like you said, we want it. I'm sure he wants it. I'm sure the players want it. Everyone who supports Arsenal wanted it. So let's just say thank you rather than, look back on, but you said this, let's get onto you now. No, I'm not on the apology thing. I'm not. I don't think that's right. That's just foolishness, man. But
Yeah.
to what made me believe that that it would happen. Well, one of them was just the first the first time we challenged for the title 22-23, right?
Yeah.
We were in no one expected it. We were in a race for top 4. No one expected us to even be in the title conversation. We came out of nowhere that season. So I can blame that on number one, he hasn't got the experience of going for a title. Number two, the players have zero experience of going for the title. It was a young side. It was just they crumbled. You know, they had City behind them. They crumbled. We bottled it. We bottled it that season. The next season wasn't a bottle. We won 16 out of 19 in the second half of the season. We literally went on a winning streak. We lost one game against Villa and drew against City away. That's more than good enough to win a title under normal circumstances. Do you know what I mean? Finishing with 89 points as well. The way that the Premier League set up these in the most recent years, where people go in 99 and 92 points and stuff like that. When has that ever been before Pep was here? That was never. So I put that to Pep Guardiola being an alien and just being able to spend all this money, but build the right players, the right squad, get the right stuff out of them.
Yeah.
Pep Guardiola being an alien and Klopp also being.
I mean, those two, when they were at it, you know what I mean? Because to have those sort of points tally and still come second. And I mean, even Pep said, you know, he's most fearful in terms of going up against a manager was Klopp, because he said the football was just absolutely crazy. Played at a ferocity that is just unbelievable. You know,
get that out of his players every season after season, and because you would even see some season they'd finish 5th, and I think that would be like down to fatigue and stuff, man. It'll be like, we haven't got it in us, so we're gonna take a season off, and then next season we go for it. That's how I saw it with Klopp, anyway.
Yeah.
But guys, here's a question for you, Sean. Here's a question for you. Unlike Normski, you were willing to let this man be your YTS to become the senior manager. You was okay with that? Because he was learning on the job, wasn't he? Listen.
Yeah.
If you look at what he did there, and I think this was Norman's issue from day one. That why are we allowing this guy to come to a club like Arsenal, same as any of the big six,
because it set us just to cut in there, it set us back a little bit. It set us back a bit because, as I said, we could have got in an elite manager, and you know what I mean, because after Wenger went, you know what I mean, he was pretty much run out the club, you know, and even during those down periods, then barren periods, or where, you know, we didn't. I mean, we was crying out. You know, I remember when we got to the Carabao. What was the Carabao? It was the League Cup final. Can't remember what it's called. And we lost to Birmingham City, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, are we ever going to do this?" And then we had that moment where we, you know, the whole game, the Villa game, the Chelsea game, we in those FA Cups. So that kind of kept him. And I was thinking for Wenger, he should have went maybe after the whole game, but he decided to stay on, and because he's always said it. Top 4 is like a trophy. That's the wrong thing to do, because people were laughing and mocking us for that. But now everybody wants to get top 4 now. The narrative has changed.
It's a must. Yeah, it's a must.
Yeah. And so you have to ask the question. We was told that we were more concerned about getting top 4 rather than winning a trophy.
Yeah.
Now the goalposts have moved now, and we're in this situation now where everybody is fighting for top 4, top 5, now it's got the top 6. You know what I mean? Another cup. It has been made up in terms of the Conference League. You know what I mean? Because it's about more money for UEFA. You know.
Yeah. Right. Well, what I'll say to that is, I think we've seen it this season as well, right? And I'm sorry, I know there might be people out there who don't agree with this or whatever, but the noise is always louder when it comes to Arsenal. Like Arsenal and Man United and the 3 legacy clubs in England, the noise is always just exponential when it comes to us. So when we're getting 4th and not winning anything, people are going to talk about that. They just are. Do you know what I mean? They're not going to talk about say Spurs were getting 4th consistently all the time. You'll be talking about how well they're doing, or Villa now. Villa's in that position now. Say they were they're getting 4th, or they're challenging for Europe. what a great season they've had. Do you know what I mean?
Listen, they've won. That's what I'm saying. They've won a cup. They're out now. Yeah, people. I think somebody said it in the chat. They're on the top of a bus, drunk out of their heads with a Europa League. And not only that, they've got into Champions League again.
Yeah.
So you know, so they've done. You know, they killed two birds with one stone. They qualified for Champions League automatically and got a trophy with that. And that's what I want to see. Us lifting armpits. That's what it is. It's about seeing armpits. And for me, you know, that's what it's about. Emery, obviously, this is Ricardo. He says rate Pep out of 10. He's saying a 9 out of 10, and he goes successes and 115 charges gave me that rating. What are you? Boy, this man is deep. I'll put that to you and Big D. So, what do you rate Pep out of 10? I probably would agree with Ricardo, 9 out of 10.
Yeah, same as.
And then he said,
because
I don't know if he's trying to say that the successes were down to the 115 charges.
No.
You know, gave me that rating. What are yours?
No, he's still got to coach that team, hasn't he, Pep? He's still got to coach that team. And to be fair to him, he always said, if this comes to light that these guys have done me crooked, I'm just going to walk, regardless of what is left on my contract. So if him walking, to what we're led to believe, is because his people are saying, listen, Pep, this is all going to come to light next season. Do you want to be sat in the chair? Because basically every game they play, the press are just going to be on him about this stuff, and he don't want to deal with that. He just wants to coach football and win stuff. So I don't blame him if he walks away in the summer.
He's walking away on the back of a brilliant.
And listen, we will come on to that. We'll come on to that.
So it's just unfortunate in football. Now, if you look at social media in regards to Arsenal, Norm, people would say that Arsenal got a little help from their friends, and I say, hold on.
PGMOL.
What are we saying here? Who are Arsenal's friends?
Well, let me just come on to that, because we're hearing it. Listen, I think it was the Daily Mail came out and said that there's going to be an asterisk over our name because the PGMLO helped us out and whatnot.
Listen, I'm sorry, guys. I've got to go. Thank you.
Listen, thank you for coming on. I really appreciate it. I did say come on, whatever. But listen, big up to you every time. And listen, man,
You got to chat as well.
Start up your channel. Big up to you every time, brother. Yeah, big up to you.
Big up to you as well, man.
Man. Big up yourself, man.
Take care, man. Big up. Right. So BBK, big up to you, man. Big up to you. Big up to you, BBK. Let me just get Sean out. Because I think he's just got people there. Let me just get him out from the studio. Right, here we go. Right, yeah. So listen, big up BBK, man, all the time. Listen, we are champions, my man. And he's just saying big up to Norski, the champ, and Sean and Big D. Kwaja, please, he's put his link in there. Gianni, big up to you, man. You was out there.
Yes.
You was out there doing whatever it is. You can't really see it because of my green screen. But you was enjoying yourself the other day. You was enjoying yourself the other day, brother. And I don't know how many bottles you went through, but big up to Johnny. He's saying big up Normski every time, and Big D.
Yes, sir.
Junior Martin saying, what a shock. Haaland wants to leave. Can he do that? I thought he signed. Oh, is this news?
Is he?
Well, where's this, man?
Is this coming out?
Where's it? Where are you getting this from?
I haven't seen this.
Bro, listen.
But
listen,
you know
if
what?
this is
If you look at his
breaking
body
news,
language, Norm, his body language
listen.
is off for season.
Don't worry. We're gonna come on to him. Don't worry about.
they're off for
Don't worry
season,
about Mr. Don't worry about Mr. Big Lips, man. Don't worry about him, brother. So Junior Martin saying, what a shock. Haaland wants to leave. Can he do that? I thought he signed a 10-year deal. Surely something's up with that. I don't really care. It'd be good to see the back of him, because I don't like to see his mouth, I don't want to see his mouth. And Gabby just saying, big up to Gianni. Big up to Johnny. Yeah, Chicago, man. Windy Chicago. Yeah, man. Know what I'm saying? And big up to Sean from Gianni. He goes, big up Gavin. Panel Emery or Arteta. Emery, given time at Arsenal, may have won the Premier League. Listen, this is what people, I don't think he was given a chance. He wasn't given the money. And to see what he's done with Aston Villa, taking them from almost being relegated to finishing in the top 4 and winning a trophy. Yeah. He's got the keys to Villa. You know what I'm saying?
He's made them hard to beat, no. They're hard to beat.
Yeah.
Well organized team. Yeah.
But maybe it's because he doesn't speak as nicely as Mikel Arteta, or he doesn't sound like him. But you know what I mean? It's not about that, it's about winning.
Right,
and listen,
language, no.
fair play, brother. He's done it. Gianni said, I went through 4 bottles of champagne and a bottle of Blue Label, brother.
Blue Label.
I hope you're standing. I hope you are standing right now. Yeah, Joey Lex, man, what you saying? Big up Normski, and big up to you, J Lux Videos, man. Up there, we are the champions. As you can see on our screen, we are the champions. And D, I'm telling you, we touched on it, you know what I mean, and about Haaland and that. And you know, we had to go through some real toil, and it's great now to see the other side, yeah. And I thought I'd just leave that. I thought I'd just bring a collage, yeah, of the man with the bottle, yeah. And if you look let's start off with the guy at the end, the same guy that's in the middle. They call him the industry plant, yeah. He said he's not an industry plant. He actually came out on Sky. They interviewed him, and he basically said, like, you know, I feel absolutely gutted at the fact that I have to congratulate Arsenal. That wasn't the exact words, but he didn't really want to have to do it. And then he started to say, well, I was the one that motivated them. You know, he said it was nothing, it was just banter. Listen, it's banter. And listen, and I don't agree with the abuse that he's getting in terms of, you know, his racing and all that. That it should be just pure football.
For real.
Banter. Yeah, it should be pure. But listen, man, you went too early.
That's what social media does now, man. It's what social media does, though, at the end of the day.
But this man went too early, D. He went too early. He decided at the Chelsea game, yeah, and the camera was on him, that he was gonna. Who's drinking his tears now, mate?
He was drinking the Arsenal tears.
Yeah, who's drinking his tears? Because when you look at the bottom picture now, this was the Everton game. Yeah, when he was doing that, when Everton went 3-1 up. Yeah, and the thing about it is, for me, when that happened, like, I was just wondering if the tide had changed, because where would you think it was won and lost for Arsenal and Man City? Where do you think it was won and lost for Arsenal and Man City? And just before you come in, and then in the middle, you've got him sitting there. Yeah, this was the Bournemouth game, and what a great team Bournemouth are. Krupe with a fantastic goal.
Yeah, that was a
the game ends up 1-1. They're pushing for they could have got a Champions League spot. It ended up draw, but it looks like they're going to get a Europa League spot. First time in Europe, fantastic. And he's sitting there,
and the coach is leaving, you know.
Well, we'll get into that. That's what I'm saying. We'll get into that
as well.
We'll get into that. But sorry, I thought for Man City. Yes, he is. Areola is going. Yeah, he's going. So
he's going. Yeah.
I mean, listen, it's late. It's too late now because you've got Carrick now. Maybe there's someone that you probably wouldn't maybe.
Well, apparently, the board allegedly has spoke to him. I don't believe that for a moment. Carrick was always going to be there, man. The moment, you have to remember, every time we qualify for Champions League, there's always money thrown at a situation. So as much as we understand the debt of the club, Carrick will get money, and I think with the new regime, they won't buy Carrick players; they'll buy players for the club, which we've seen over the last couple of transfers. Hence why Ruben fell out. Ruben didn't want the young goalkeeper. He didn't want. Oh my goodness, the striker. He didn't want a young striker. There's a lot of things that have been done for the club rather than the manager. And me and JP said this, that we're not going to do what Arsenal did and give a manager 15 million. That means you're looking at best in class for 15 million a season to match Arteta or what Pep's on. And so a 4 or 5 million for Carrick to stay put, that's light work, no. You know what I'm saying? For them. Yeah. So the Carrick thing never surprised me. I think once we had mathematically qualified for a Champions League, I don't know, unless Luis Enrique picked the phone up and said, I want to come to Man United, then Carrick was staying. And even then they would tell Luis, listen, man, how low would you want to go to come here? How little can we pay you? That would have been the conversation, because we're being cheap now. And we speak about the broke billionaire. Me and JP run joke about the broke billionaire, right? Which is really mad to say, because you're saying billionaire in one breath and broke in the same breath. But here we are. You know what I mean? But and fair play to Michael. He's got to do what he's got to do now.
But just get back to the pain and the tears of Man City, and it's just good to see after the game. You've got their dolphin lips down there. in the left hand corner. Oh, stay humble, huh? Yeah, stay humble. Yeah, you remember those words, Mr. Haaland? Stay humble, yeah. And I remember I remember because that's what I was saying about where it was won and lost. And I remember there was games where when they won the games, you know, when they beat Chelsea and they beat, I can't remember the other team, they beat 3-0, I think it was Brentford, and he had that arrogant look at the camera. You knew the camera was on him, and he just gave that look. Hey, you're in deep thought right now, yeah? Because you messed it up at Bournemouth. And Bournemouth, what a team. What a team. How Ariola's got these guys playing football. Absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. And D, as I said, this is all I wanted. This is all I wanted.
And no one will talk about this, Norm, with Haaland. No one will talk about how many sitters this brother. And I'm not saying he ain't a bad boy striker, but he missed bare sitters this season. Sitters.
22 long years, and finally we get to see armpits. And again, I'll just ask you the question, you know what I mean? We will see that at Selhurst Park on Sunday. I'm hoping to go down there.
Oh, that's good. I
haven't got tickets. Crystal Palace will get their £10 million because obviously they heard that if Eze wins the Premier League, they will get a £10 million bonus. I would expect Arsenal, I would expect Arsenal to also play their kids, you know what I mean? Yeah. But obviously, with regards to our defence, I don't know how much changes we can make there, but I can't afford for our players to get injured. We have a massive Champions League game next week, and so we just can't afford for that to happen. But 22 years, finally, we get to see armpits. And D, for me, I was just looking at it to see where it was won and lost for both ourselves and City. And as I said, at the start of the season, City, I think, lost 3 or 4 games, which helped us to get a buffer. And then there was points in the season. You know, you could talk about our transfer. We spent over 200 million, I think 250 million. We got in Gokares, we got in Eze. Yeah. We thought those guys would be the game changer. It hasn't quite worked out for them yet. Do you know what I mean? Being their first year was hoping that Gokares would hit the ground running. He's got 14 Premier League goals, I think 21 in all comps. I think he's surpassed, in terms of his debut, the likes of Sanchez, who was at our club in terms of, getting 21 goals in all comps. So he's done that in quick time for a toothless attack that we've got. You know what I mean? He's contributed where possible, and he's done his bit. Eze, 2 vital North London derbies, he's turned up in both of them and done the business. Right. And then there's other times where he looks like he can't be bothered, but he's a moments player. Hopefully, with that 1 year under his belt, you know what I mean? Change of style of football next season, where we go more attacking. We have to, like with your team, Big D. When you win titles, you don't just sit on your laurels. You go and get the deadwood out. You get the deadwood out, and then Fergie even himself will make changes to the backroom staff every 3 or 4 years. You know what I mean? And you want to see that rotation happening with the backroom staff, and also because you don't want things to get stale. And so for me, getting in the likes of Gokares and Eze, do you know what I mean? Pierre Ankepé on loan, looks like we will probably end up getting him. But then we had a situation where we lost back-to-back games. Bournemouth, we needed to win that game. We lose that game at home. Then we lose a game to Man City. And at that point, I thought it's over. But I think, for me, what really gets us over the line is our defence, and David Raya. I said it earlier on in the show. He is the one that's got us over the line in terms of his world-class saves. 19 clean sheets, Big D. 19 clean.
That would do it, Norm.
3rd Golden Glove in a row.
That would do it. And sometimes people are going to sleep on that whole back 4 consistency and a quality goalkeeper because that's your start of your spine in any championship team. If you haven't got that, and not only that, them staying fit as well, but then even with that, you had quality coming in. It's something that we have to address in the summer, because whenever I look at our bench in a game, a Casemiro gets subbed out, and then I look at a Garte coming in, and I go, nah, bruh. And you watch the whole midfield just go to pieces.
Yeah, and that's the thing, D. Yeah, you want to know that.
You addressed that. I think you guys addressed that, where quality was coming in for quality.
Yeah, I might have to disagree with you a little bit, because we might have had a big squad, Yeah, but I don't think we had. If you look at the midfield, all right, Martin Zubimendi, he played over 3,000 minutes. We bought Norgard for 10 million, sensible buy, we was told. 56 minutes in the Premier League. Yeah, he's probably going to go in the summer because he hasn't played enough games. Zubimendi looks out on his feet, injuries as well. Declan Rice, literally doing two-man's job in that midfield. You know what I mean? You know, running, playing as an 8, he's everywhere on that pitch. You know what I'm trying to say? There's only so much you can do, and he's literally running on fumes. Do you know what I'm saying? Timber.
But if you look at, just so you go back to Fergie, you know, with a Roy Keane, it wasn't. If you look at the minutes that these guys played, like Gary Neville really got rested, and Gary Neville was up and down that touchline. And I'm not even a Neville fan in terms of, I think, you know, Neville got his issues there. You know what I mean? It's like whatever. But I think, I saw this actually.
Yeah. I was going to answer you about that as well. Yeah.
I mean, you know what?
I mean, he was quite shocked. He actually come out and said, I did see the clip. He was saying he was quite shocked that he was left out because look, under Ruben,
level of entitlement.
I know that, but what I'm trying to say is when he came in, I think he started out of 16 games under Carrick. He's played 14 of them, and he's been consistent. He's been consistent, and under Ruben didn't play him. Ruben didn't play him.
Well, just like Kobe, didn't rate him.
I think with Tuchel, said he was looking for more of he wanted a slightly different profile, and maybe the closest to him would have been Chalobah in terms of his physicality and stuff like that. But he was looking for more ball playing centre backs,
right?
That could take
plus,
the ball.
Plus, you can't play the high line with Harry. And I
get that. I absolutely get that.
In the World Cup, you're gonna have to squeeze teams to win tight games.
Yeah.
And with that ball over the top, he's running in treacle, mate. And I'm not saying he's not been a decent servant once we removed the armband off him, but it's almost like it was a given he was going to this World Cup. And I think that's slightly arrogant. I think, you know, you're believing your own hype because yes, obviously Carrick likes him for that leadership. And I'm okay with that. But if that's who we're starting with in the 2026-2027 season and Luke Shaw at the back, then again,
is he taking John Stones? Because I mean, John Stones is being injured for City back. But I think he might be. Is he taking him? John Stones.
I'm not sure.
Because I think they're going to announce the squad, but I think there's potential that John Stones might be going. I was reading somewhere in an article that Tuchel said that
Harry.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is,
but I don't know where Harry got this information because the news hasn't been, you know, the squad hasn't been announced yet.
Well, he probably called him, hasn't he? He must have called him.
Maybe called him, yeah. But he said he was shocked. He was shocked at the decision, and you know, very disappointed because he made it clear. The fact that he was shocked over the decision, he made it clear that he has played so many games for Man United and felt that he had done enough to warrant, being chosen. But obviously, Tuchel's got other ideas. So that conversation, but for him to come out before it was announced, he get ahead of the story, innit? His agent, get ahead of the story, innit? Yeah.
But I'm not going to feel sorry for Harry because knowing Harry, he'll go there and get injured, and then we're stuck with a player at the start of the season that we may need to depend on because of what's going on with the other two. One, I'm hearing is going for back surgery, so he's not going to make the start of the season. De Ligt, and so you know, again, you're looking at the youngsters to carry that squad again in the first half of the season. So, and this is Champions League. Remember, we've been playing one a week now, so a totally different ball game now, and it's just going to be interesting to see where the chips land. Who actually stays? Who gets the? I'm hearing Delo getting a contract extension. Why? You know what I mean. So I'm seeing some jobs for the boys mentality still here now, even with Ineos. First of all, we blamed it on the Glazers. We all know what the Glazers do, but I'm seeing Ineos again. Like, why are you renewing his contract when you've got 2 years left? There's nothing wow about Delo. You know what I mean? If I'm saying I got to catch Arsenal and Man City, I'm not giving a player with 2 years left on a contract extension now. For what? Okay, Palmer and Foden.
Palmer and Foden have been left out as well.
Totally understandable. What's up? Totally understandable.
I think, yeah. I mean, Palmer
They've
and
both
Foden,
been shocking.
they've been, yeah. Palmer especially properly
terrible.
dropped off. I think, is there talk about him wanting to leave Chelsea? I know. Listen, there's so much managerial stuff going on with Alonso going there, and we're hearing now, obviously, that it's official. Regards to Pep, we'll get onto a little bit of that with regards to managerial changes and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, yeah, they haven't been great this season, and so he's Tuchel's obviously looking to take people that are on form or in form and that. And I
think you have to know him. Otherwise, what's the point of being on form if you get looked over for your country? That goes for any, because I'm seeing I think the Chelsea striker. I don't think he's in the Brazilian squad.
No, he got dropped. He got left out. But listen, he said, "Well, I mean, but he's taken Martinelli."
Well, the thing is, if you look at Martinelli, he has contributed to this title norm. So he will say to himself, "Well, for how I've played for Arsenal, obviously with the injuries and then being fit, then what is contributed in a team that just won the title, he's going to be ahead of certain of the players in them striking roles. You know what I mean? And then you got Brazilian." You got Brazilian players all over those 4 top European leagues as well. So that's not an easy pick. At least most of the English team play in the Premier League. So it's actually easier to monitor and deal with. But for Harry to almost feel like, because Carrick gave me a nod, then that's automatic. I'm going to the World Cup. I think
I'm
he got
looking
ahead of himself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm looking at Martinelli's stats, though. I mean, you say he's contributed. Yeah. Maybe he's probably had a better time in the Champions League, but when it comes to the Premier League, you're talking 1 goal and 3 assists for the season.
Yeah. But he hasn't started. He hasn't started regular, has he?
Yeah, but you compare that to 22 season where he had 15 goals.
Yeah, and this is what I would say to you as well, Norm, that you probably
and Pedro. All right, we know Chelsea are a little bit in the but he's got something like, I think 13 goals for them, 13, 14 goals. I might be wrong.
He has. Yeah, and yet he's still missing. Well, he's playing in a poor and that's what you got to look at as well. Player playing in a poor team, how he contributes. So if I'm Pedro, I probably might be a bit annoyed about not getting the nod.
Yeah,
but you look at the back four. Like you said, 19 clean sheets. So I expect all your defenders, if their teams have qualified, to be going to the World Cup, because you're playing in a team that just kept 19 clean sheets and won the title with a game to spare. So that's how I'm looking at that as an international coach. Where are they playing? What are they contributing? What are they winning? And Chelsea, as we see him, probably not going to make Europe at this rate. You know what I mean? And even though they beat Spurs, which is like, that's not really hard to do, bearing in mind the season that Spurs have had.
Just a minute, D. We've got a guy in here, and I don't know if that's his profile picture, but
what?
Oh
no, this got to be a troll, isn't it?
Well, regardless of, listen. Regardless of where he's shot, as long as he's respectful, because I will be respectful. As long as he's respectful. So he says, "You call for Arteta to be sacked. If you had any way, we wouldn't have won the league. You have no right taking part in the celebration. You've tried to destroy the club all season. Shame on you." Okay, so I've got to get permission from you to celebrate and to turn up at the parade and to celebrate. Well, you can come and knock up my yard, yeah? I'll tell you this now, I will be at the parade. I will celebrate. So if you've got a problem with that, you can come and find me, yeah? You can come and find me. And thank you for your contributions to the channel, okay? Because I'll tell you this now, guy. I'll tell you this now, yeah? I said this scenario. If you have a house, D, and every time I've got to come around and fix that yard because I haven't done a proper job, yeah? I have an opinion. You've got your opinion, Mr. Jeff 57. Yeah, you've got your opinion. I've got my opinion. I support Arsenal. And I have every single right to support the club and be critical when I need to be critical and when I don't need to be critical. I've already said it. If you wasn't at the start of the show, when I said, big up to Mikel Arteta for getting us finally over the line, because it's about standards. I don't want to be coming and hearing about second place FC, second place. We was bantered for 6 years. Yeah. So now the banter stops. So how about celebrate with me rather than coming and telling me how I should support my club? I don't come over to your channel if you have a channel and tell you how to support your club and say you're not entitled to come. For 6 years, did I go around people's channel going, hold that? Do you think that's what I want? Are you telling me that? You telling me that? Are you telling me that?
But I'm not sure what he's talking about. Destroy the club all season.
I really don't know what he's talking about. I don't really know what he's talking about. So I'm quite sure you was probably the one that run out Wenger. Yeah. How about Wenger? Eh? How about Mr. Unai Emery? Why didn't you give him a chance? Talk to me. Why didn't you give him a chance? Come. Sorry, man, I just lost. What's the name? It's probably a mutant attacking me.
If I see you at the parade, I will send you home.
If I see you at the parade, I will be sending you home. You can send me home all you like, brother. You can send me home all you like. Yeah.
What's this guy? Is he a gangster or something?
He must be. He must be a gangster. Jeff 57. He must be a gangster. I will be at the parade. Thank you very much.
What's this guy talking about?
God bless you.
Man, no, just
God bless you.
Don't
as a matter of fact, I'm not going to entertain him. As a matter of fact, once I finish talking with him, our mods will just politely ban him from my channel. Okay? You might want to come under another name. We will know. We'll ban you again. So have your say. I will be at the parade. And thank you very much. If you want to incite violence on this channel, you incite your violence. Yeah? And this shows how warped a lot of you guys fans are.
Sending who home?
Because we can't have an opinion about our team.
This bro don't know.
About if so technically speaking, for 6 years, it was our fault why Arsenal failed. Okay, mate. So at that junction, thank you very much for your contribution. And mods, do your jobs and get rid of the geezer. Thank you very much.
Yeah, get gone with all that. Threatening people on their own channels.
AFC, Norski, bigger. Yeah, threatening. Come threaten me. Come threaten me. Big up AFC, man. What you say, bro?
Man, you ain't seen me nowhere.
Mods,
doing nothing when you see me.
Mods, if you don't, do your jobs. Yeah. Ban him, take him off now. Yeah.
Fire for that, bro. Fire for that.
Yeah. Yeah. The parade is for Arsenal supporters, not for people who have been actively trying to. How have we been actively trying to damage the club?
No, don't entertain him, bro. Don't even put any more of these things on here. Yeah,
he's an absolute joker. He's an absolute joker.
Control, man.
He probably looks like the profile picture anyway. Absolute joker. Anyway,
man.
I've been waiting half my life for this moment. Now I can say we've seen my club win 6 league titles: 89, 91, 98, 2002, 2004. And 2026. Big up every time. Big up every time. And this is what happens. This is what happens, Big D. They want to come in your chat and come and chat rubbish in your head. Yeah? Yeah? This is what I'm saying. The way society is, the mediocrity. Yeah? You're happy for your team to come second every year. And you're telling me, because I'm holding the club to standards and Mikel Arteta standards, yeah? You're telling me I have no right that I ruined the club. What do you want? What planet are you on?
Like, come on,
but destroy. Come, talk to me. Talk to me. Yeah, I'm a Christian man, but listen, you know what they call them, the Crusaders. Anyway, I was just enjoying myself until the mutant come in the channel. You know what I mean? The mutant come in the channel.
Allow it, bro.
Absolute joker. Yeah, man, ban him. Absolutely ban him.
Nonsense.
Yeah, just take him out, man.
He's probably going on to every Arsenal channel doing this.
That's what he's doing. That's what he's doing. He's probably going, because I'm on, I'm on the Bruised Banana tonight. He's probably in the chat. I'm on the Bruised Banana tonight, making my 46th appearance. So, yeah, man. You know,
this is what I said to people that ask me about the channel with you, Norm. I said, listen, we discuss openly. We have an opinion of what we see on a weekly or daily basis with our clubs, and we talk about this. Now, if you don't like what we're talking about, then just don't watch. Yeah. It's cool.
Don't watch. If you don't like it, what you coming in? If you don't like it, what you coming in the channel for?
Talk Sports. We are not Sky TV. We are Normski TV. We are the What's Going On podcast, and we come correct with our opinion. We watch our teams. We see the nonsense, and we see the good stuff. It's like whatever, man. You know what I mean?
They don't like it. They don't like it because they don't support. You see, they've got this infatuation with Mikel Arteta. That's what it is.
Right.
And you say anything against their Lord and Master, oh my gosh. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Like I said to you, I'm a Man United come first before any player, any manager. Obviously, we're stuck with owners that we don't like. But when it comes to players and managers, it's always the club.
But D, this is how woke they are because you don't agree with them. We don't. So for argument's sake, Shauna was on. He's Arteta in.
You're right.
Who cares? Am I threatening him and say, you know what? When I see you next, you won't be coming.
Well, you brought him on your show.
So the man has threatened me. The man has threatened me.
Right.
Yeah.
On your show.
Threatened me live on my
show.
Don't
put no more of his chat on there. Sometimes he goes there, you cross the line with that, bro. You know what I mean? You're talking about if you see man.
D, you might have to come. You might have to come to the parade with me.
If I have to put on my black clothes and my balaclava and all that, I put the cross to one side. Come on, man. Don't do this. We're trying to say good Christian men here, you know what I mean?
Stop it, man. Stop
it. Listen, man, Jesus says to turn the other cheek, right? But there's only so many times I can turn the cheek, man, because my cheek's going to get sore in it. God knows that. He knows my heart, man. I don't know what these guys here. Coming on my show with that foolishness.
You know my heart, bro. You know my heart, bro. But listen, sorry about this, guys. He's absolutely dampened it, man. He's absolutely dampened
foolishness, man. Let's celebrate the thing, man. You know what I mean?
But listen, with all of that said, D, this one here. Life after Pep, what will it be like for the Blues side of Manchester? Obviously, we heard news coming out I think it was on the Monday when we played.
It was after the game. After that game, wasn't it? It was after the game, or
it was all over. It was like, you know what I mean, and you know, he hasn't confirmed yet. But he was saying he's got to talk to the owners and that. But you know, news coming out from let's see, let's get on. Where is it? This one here. So this is from this is David Ornstein, saying David Ornstein says Pep Guardiola to leave position as Manchester United City manager at the end of the season. 55-year-old Spaniard departing after trophy-laden decade and set to be replaced as 20 league 20 trophies in total to end this season. And he's going to be replaced by this geezer. Enzo Maresca, who left Chelsea. And you know, some fans are happy about it, some fans are not. And that's why the question I put, what is it going to be like if he does go? You know, what is it going to be like? You know, is there going to be a drop off? You know, is there going to be a drop off? In the Man City players and that, you know, if the news is true about Haaland, I don't know if it's fake news or what. You know, what's going to happen? What's your thoughts on all of this? And you know, there was something in the back of my mind thinking that, you know, with us winning the Premier League title, would he want to go again? But it looks like he's made up his mind, but he's yet to confirm it. So we'll have to just sort of wait and see on that front.
Norms, if he has made promises to his family to walk away, because it's not like he's walking away on the down. He's bagged another two decent trophies again, 2 domestics. Yeah, he probably would have wanted to go further in the Champions League. He would have definitely wanted to push you guys to game week 38, like I said earlier. But that wasn't to be. And I look at Maresca, if we're led to believe that this is true, even if Haaland goes, and obviously the captain is retiring, isn't he? What's his name? Small fella.
Bernard Silva.
But yeah, Bernard Silva. Yeah, he's on his way out. But if you look at that squad that he's inheriting, that's a good squad, Norm.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And it's not a broken squad. Otherwise, they wouldn't have just won 2 trophies. You know what I mean? A broken squad doesn't win 2 trophies like that. So he's no Pep, and sometimes you actually need a new voice, Norm. Players need a new voice. That they spent money. They bought in Gahey. They bought in Semenyo. They bought in some good players to strengthen that depth as well. So I completely expect the Blue Manx to be there or thereabouts next season. Now they could have a Liverpool moment after what Liverpool did, winning the title and that drop off. You know, where Klopp decided So where Slot decided to go away from the heavy metal clock football, and it obviously, like Ricardo told us, spend $500 million and completely fall off the cliff with it. So yeah, and I've said it. I said it earlier in our streams that you know, we can't underestimate the death of Jota and the effect that it had on some key players there that were very close with him.
Yeah.
So I will always put that in the equation. That was an awful, tragic situation that happened to them just before their season was going to get going again to defend, because they haven't really defended their title in no shape or form, really. There's no point where they will put pressure on you guys or Man City. So I look at that and say, like, for them, people might say that's probably the worst defense of a title that they've just shown here this season, just by how far they fell apart from winning the title. And like you say, they won the title playing the Klopp rock and roll football. So he didn't tweak much. The moment he spent the money and he's tweaked, it's completely, and hence why they're calling for his head. I totally hear what Jay's saying. He wants him to stay, and some will say he's got money in the bank, Norm. He's got credit in the bank, should I say? And he has, because you win a title like Arteta now, like he probably going to get another million dropped onto that 15, so he's probably on 16 million now. By the time he falls asleep and wake up after the Champions League final, he's probably got. He'll see that a contract would have been. They probably already did that now. He probably already signed that extension for him, because at the end of the day, you don't get rid of a winning manager unless a winning manager wants to go. So it's gonna be interesting. Like I say, I think City will be there or thereabouts, bro. Challenging. I expect them to be challenging next season again. I hope that we can get some consistency. Maybe 4 to 5 players coming in and probably the same going out the door, and see what we can do just to hang around with you. Are we going to compete next season? I'm not sure, because I think we've got a bit lazy playing one game a week, and we're going to have a rude awakening as a squad when we're going Tuesday, Saturday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday, or Wednesday, Sunday. You know what I mean? So that again is going to be, that will remain to be seen, how we cope with that and how long we stay in the domestic cups as well. So and then Villa, we can't underestimate Villa. You know what I mean? I think Villa will just have a pride now to say, right, we're in the top 4, we're back in Champions League, and hopefully the owners they'll spend as well. So anybody has any ideas?
In the past, in the past they had to sell to buy the PSR issues and that. So they but I mean, hopefully with the money coming in from Champions League, making the Champions League, and obviously the league position, you know what I mean, hopefully the owners will be there to throw some money back in there, and for them to consistently be in that top 4. Do you know what I mean? And at one point we were saying that they could be challenging for the league earlier on. You know,
because they were that consistent.
And
they had a little wobble. You remember, no?
They had a little wobble, and they had a few players. A few players went out and all of that. So I get all of that. AFC is saying, not Top Goon is saying Pep running away because he lost the title. He lost the title race. That's why he's leaving. There's nothing to do with that. This man has won 20 trophies in 10 years, my man.
10 years. Yeah, we have to relax on that, innit? You know what I mean?
Come on, man. That's 2 trophies. You know, on average, 2 trophies. And so you know,
in terms of
what it is.
In terms of what he's done, only Fergie has done that. Yeah, man. Big up yourself, man. It's only Fergie that's done that, Norm. In terms of what Pep's done, in terms of consistency, and like I say, if Pep knows that these guys have been doing some beyond the door financial madness, he don't be a part of that, and you can't really blame him, because he's all about credit and good vibes. He's obsessed with football, and you'll see Pep after a game coaching the opposition players saying, if you play more, and you're like, what's this brother doing? But he's just so obsessed with football that he can't help himself.
I mean, after the Crystal Palace game when they beat them, he was going around to all of them, and everybody was everybody was getting in their feelings. Listen, he can do what he wants. You know.
Listen, man, this man's earning what's Pep earning? 18 million a season. No, 18 million a season. I mean, come on.
I think it's more than that. I think it's
more than 18. Yeah, more than 18. It probably is.
I'm sure it is, man. I'm sure it is, brother.
Yeah,
I mean, there's talk that Mikel Arteta, he could be one of the highest paid manager now with us getting over the line,
Yeah.
it could be somewhere in the region with all bonuses and everything else, something up to 25 million.
A season. Ooh, that's nice. Though.
You know
Fair
what I
play,
mean?
mate. Yeah.
Big up to Robbie H1E, even in
My
chat.
guy
All
Robbie.
good. If you're
Yeah.
new in the chat, man, big up to you. Subscribe to the
Yeah.
channel. Big up to you, J Lux. Just saying, Kawaja, thank you, sir. Just quickly, just go through stat. He said 21 likes. Come on, let's subscribe. Let's get those likes up. Villa not doing a thing. That's BBK. Unai Emery is useless in the Champions League. Yeah. Listen, big up BBK, man.
Funny.
Big up every time. Big up. Listen,
but BBK, he will probably strengthen though. I don't think. I think the owners won't leave him hanging this time. I think if you get the Champions League and your owners leave you hanging, you need to walk because you've done what they asked you to do, as in generate money for the club to compete at the highest level. So I'm hoping, I'm hoping for his sake that they don't disrespect him and leave him with that same squad. Static, big up yourself, my guy.
Big up yourself, brother.
But like I say, you never know. You know what I mean? You're gonna have Villa. You can have Villa having that West Midlands derby now with Coventry, which has been a long time in the coming. Where because that was always, I remember going to a few of them back in the day as a kid, living in Cov and going to Villa Park and then going to Highfield Road and like proper intense norm, running through the town centre for your life and all that madness there. You know what I mean? Like after the game, just to get your bus and go home. So
listen, we listen. AFC saying we could be Emery versus Arteta Super Cup final in August. Yeah, let's go and win that. Let's go and win that Champions League, man. Quite a big up. Good evening, J-Lux. No worries, my man. And that, but no, it's crazy. But just was there another thing? I thought there was another. So you just going back to the Pep thing. Yeah, I mean, I think they've still got the players there, quality players. There might be a slight dip, but nothing major. But I think this is Arsenal's chance to capitalise on that because I was on DJ B's show and he did a 4-hour stream. Obviously, I was celebrating us winning the league and that. And one of the things we was talking about is with lots of stuff that's going on with Chelsea getting a new manager in, a lot of stuff going on off the field, not them might not be having a transfer ban and stuff like that. PSI issues. Then you've got obviously with Pep leaving Man City, you know what I mean? There may be a little slight drop off there. And really, to be honest, the two more consistent teams where we could resolve rivalry, get back to rivalry is ourselves and you because
exactly Norms.
Since Amram,
that's what I'm hoping, Norms.
Yeah,
that we go full circle, bro.
You know what I mean? But what I'm trying to say, it's about what you do in terms of the transfer window and our character, hopes with playing all those extra games. For us, for Arsenal, it's about going and buying the quality players out there, getting rid of the dead wood. Going and buying quality players, not just buying players for the sake of buying players, getting the deals over the line because we've got a World Cup year. And so players are going to be out there. And remember, the World Cup finishes pretty much near the end of July. They leave a month later. They go 1st of June. They fly out to America.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So there's no rest for these guys.
I was looking at, you see what we did there. And I think if it wasn't a World Cup year, Man United may not have rushed this decision. But I think if I'm coming to sign you, Norm, right, as a Man United owner, and I can't tell you who the manager is going to be because of, and I'm saying, well, it's because of the World Cup, Norm. So we still want you to come. And you're going to say, well, no, who am I playing for? Well, we can't tell you right now because of the World Cup. But now you've made that decision. Everyone knows who they're playing for. Yeah. And so I'd like to see some business get done before the World Cup kicks off. The players that didn't make it, but we know that equality because we got to build a squad, not just a team. And I don't want anybody getting comfortable. Apart from the goalkeeper, who I think's picking himself and Bruno, everyone else needs to be looking over their shoulder to say, I may not start this week. And I want a squad like that where no one's thinking they're guaranteed starting, apart from the captain and the goalkeeper, who's actually just had a blinder. Because I've never even heard of this kid until he came to Man United, and he's had a marvelous. Well, whatever, I can't remember what game week he came into the club, but from he started that, got a number 1 shirt, he's been very consistent. And I don't think we get where we are with an Onana in goal. I just don't see it.
Yeah, no, 100%, 100%. 100%.
Right. Yeah. And so I look at that. They're the only two for me that guaranteed to pick themselves is the goalkeeper and Bruno as captain. Everyone else needs to be looking over their shoulders and saying, right, I've got to earn this. You know what I mean? Maybe it can't be Mino because he obviously Kobe's going to World Cup, and I didn't even check the England squad. I just looked at the.
Well, I think it's going to be announced. I think it's going to be announced tomorrow. So
tomorrow,
but obviously there's leaks coming out because obviously they were had the phone calls and then they've sort of literally said, right, okay, this is what's happening. I haven't been picked.
I'm getting ahead of it.
Feelings known already. Do you know what I mean? I just want to quickly, because we're coming down because I've got 8:30. Please go over to the Bruised Banana. So after this show, guys, because we'll be finishing up soon. Please go over to the Bruised Banana. This will be my 40, either 5th show or 46th show, close to 49 undefeated. We're going to have a great show over there. It's going to be celebration time. So then hopefully that mutant won't be coming over there. But if he does, I'm sure Shane will block him. Do you know what I mean?
Get absolutely. Rid, man. Get going.
Absolutely. But listen, let's stop talking about him. It's irrelevant. Right. This, just want to touch on this. Mo Salah making some comments. You know, he seems to be full of a lot of talk, and then obviously he's going. But he was just quickly. Everybody would have seen it, but we're just regurgitating it. So he's just saying that I've witnessed this club go from doubters to believers, and from believers to champions. It took hard work, and I always did everything I could to help the club get there. Nothing makes me prouder than that. Us crumbling into yet another defeat this season was very painful and not what our fans deserve. I want to see Liverpool go back to being the heavy metal attacking team that opponents fear and back to being a team that wins trophies. That is the football I know and how to play, and that is the definitely identity that needs to be recovered and kept for good. It cannot be negotiable, and everyone that joins this club should adapt to it. Winning some games here and there is not what Liverpool should be about. All teams win games. Liverpool will always be a club that means a great deal to him and family. I want to see it succeed for long after I move on. As I've always said, qualifying to next season's Champions League is the bare minimum, and I will do everything I could do to make that happen. Now, obviously, it looks like they have now qualified, but Jamie Carragher and Wayne Rooney. So here we have Mo Salah running down the wing, and I was hoping that Kofi would come on, even if I hope he comes on for at least the last show. When I say the last show, obviously we're doing shows for the summer, but you know what I mean. Yeah. Come and defend your man. Come and defend. I did see Kofi last night. I went in big up to Kofi every time. Kofi slot, but he wants slot out. Wayne Rooney and Jamie Carragher have been having their discussions regarding Mo Salah, and BBC Sport. This when he was doing I think it was one of his podcasts or whatever it was. He was saying, if I was Slot, I'd have him nowhere near the stadium. So their last game of the season is Brentford at home. Wayne Rooney is not happy with Mo Salah's comments on Liverpool. Now, Jamie Carragher, before Liverpool did qualify for Champions League, if Bournemouth would have got a result against Man City in terms of win, then it would have been a different story. So he was saying that Jamie Carragher was basically saying that yes, it's wrong what he's done. Is again sort of put himself out there before the club, but really they need Mo Salah in that game for the last season. So you're having Carragher that wants him to play in the last game of the season, even though he's not happy with his comments. And even prior to that, when he was coming out before, Jamie Carragher was one of his biggest critics in terms of him coming out and talking about being left on the bench and all of that.
But this is my thing, though, right? And this where the short memory thing really gets on my nerves. Wayne Rooney.
Yeah, right? He did. Right? Admittedly, he did talk about his own experience and that.
Exactly. That's why sometimes you gotta shut up, bro. You're like, bro, you held United to ransom. You took a swipe at Sir Alex and the board. You said that the club is not matching your ambitions and all these things, right? And Fergie still got you that 2013 title. And so when a player does that, holds the club to ransom, he got the pay rise in the end. And I was against that, just like I was against the Rashford one. Don't give him. Let him sling his out and go back to Everton. You know what I mean? We'll be fine. And these players, like now the pundits, their memory's so short now. It gets on my nerves. I'm like, shut up, man. Shouldn't have just yam your mic and just go do something, man, because you did exactly the same thing to my club. Like I said, I'm Man United first before any of these players whether we want to call them legends or not. I rated him as a player, but he chatted a lot of nonsense. Even with Roy Keane with the whole Bruno thing. If you go back and listen to the Bruno, because even I was saying, why are we talking about assists? But if you go back and listen to what Bruno said, he actually said, I was shooting when I should have been passing. He actually said it. He wasn't saying, oh, I was trying to get my, there was a few instances where I shot and maybe.
So you're saying Roy Keane he's interpreted wrongly.
Yeah, he has. Yeah, if you go back and listen to it, he actually says, I took shots when I probably should have passed the ball in error where I thought I had the better option when the better option might have been wide of me. And he took the shots and the shot was blocked or over the bar.
But I think for Roy Keane though, Roy Keane is not, and he's made his fault, thoughts playing about stats, and I mean even Mark Goldwood, your favorite YouTuber.
Goldfish, and the thing is, it was cringeworthy, Norm. Like I never want to, as Man United, be talking about, like we've won nothing. We got knocked out of both cups. Yes, we qualified for Champions League. We finished 15th last season, and we're talking about assists. So this was at the JP. The standard is so low that this is what makes the headline: Bruno assists for a club like Man United. I don't hear it. Arsenal just won a title. Like this is probably one of Arsenal and Liverpool are probably our two fiercest rivals. You've just won one; they won the one before. So we're still in the wilderness now, as in terms of
how does that make you feel? How does that make you? I'm just quickly. How does that make you feel with obviously Liverpool and we've because I think I can turn around and say to you, when was the last time you won a Premier League? And you're going to say to me 13 years ago.
Exactly. And this is my thing, right? Is in we can go back to the Fergie days and the 20 titles, but the truth is, what have you done for me lately? Sweet FA. Menacos, I'm just saying, sweet FA, you ain't done nothing for me. You know what I'm saying? And so at the start of the season, I think you asked me, and I said it needs to be Arsenal. I don't want to see another blue ribbon on that thing for now. You know what I mean? So you guys are held up to your end of the bargain. Even though we was on, Bearman was on the bottling thing. At the end of the day, it's the red ribbons of Arsenal that are come on to this. Have come on that will be
just a second. D, thanks for that. Yeah, definitely. Well, I'll talk to Shane after when we're backstage with them on the Blues Banana. But yeah, thank you for that. So he's basically saying, Big D, that this same guy is going around all the channels.
Yeah, that's what I thought. He's going to all the fan channels.
Yeah, just a troll, but a big troll.
Yeah. And so I think when we were talking probably about, I reckon probably October time, I said I don't want to see the Blue Max do another one. You know what I mean? Because I think they've had their belly full, and whether we agree with what the refs have done, what VAR have done, throughout the season, I think everyone's got a level of grace one way or the other in terms of what's been given, what hasn't been given. At the end of the day, if you go out and beat teams and score from open play, I think that is key for a lot of people. Yes, he has a TV bill. It's like,
yes, man. Big up to you, every time.
But yeah, I think in general, if you ask most people,
just one second. Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah, Yasser. Yeah, what are you saying? Yeah, hold on a second. Just for Yasser. Just a second. Yeah.
He's giving you your props and all. He's congratulating you, bro.
Yeah, no, but listen, I want to congratulate him and say thank you to him. Yes, sir. Just want to say thank you.
Who's drinking then? Chelsea tears.
It's going all over. It's all going over. No, I'm drinking a healthy one. It's going all over. It's going all over my face. Yes, sir. Yeah, listen, don't worry, my brother, because I know you've been following Arsenal closely, and every time we fall down, you seem to be there doing your midnight thing and doing all your little shows about us and everything. So listen, I know it's hard right now. I know you got Alonso, but listen, don't worry, guys. We're there for you. Yeah. When was the last time you won a Premier League? Just asking. Okay.
He's asking for a friend, yes.
I'm asking for a friend, yes.
Another one.
Big up Yasser, man. Big up. He's been there. He's been there with us, man.
Yeah.
Big up to you, Yasser, man, every time. I'll take it back now. Yes, you have to take it back, my friend. You have to take it back. I'm enjoying myself. You know that, Kawaja. I'm enjoying myself. And nobody is going to tell me how I celebrate my club. Okay, right.
And now you got, and this is the thing, though. Now you finally got it over the line.
Yeah.
You do appreciate how hard it is to win.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
They are hard. So when people mock, especially when you support a team that have never come close to winning it, and we mock. I mean, some of it is banter, but when people nastily mock, I'm like, it's like anything. The sports I follow, as in NFL, the American sports, NBA, right? It's hard to win them chips. The Champions League is hard. The Premier League is the hardest league to win in the world. So when you get it over the line and you do it, now them players that have never won it at Arsenal know exactly how hard it is to do it because they've just done it now. And
hard for some, hard for some more than others. Okay, yes, sir.
Yes,
it took us 22 years, yes, sir. I know what he's going. I know where he's going. It took us 22 years, and I get it.
Yes, but if you look at investment, yes, sir. Remove the Roman money and chat to us. That's all I'm saying. Remove the Roman money and chat to us. That's all I can say. We've done it on debt, on Glazer debt. Fergie won titles on Glazer debt.
Yeah, man.
Try doing it that way.
And Wenger just went and got little stones and turned them into diamonds. You know what I'm trying to say?
Right.
You know? And Wenger had this policy that he wanted to do it his way and the right way.
He did.
Because obviously when the money started to come in, the Roman and Abramovich money come in, and then the Man City money come in and all that. Now, listen, I don't know what's happening with Clear Lake, with Blue and Cole. Yes, sir. How you feel about them? And Alonso, you must be happy with Alonso, but there's still a lot of stuff that you've got to deal with on and off the field. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Are you going to go and spend another load of money? You know what I mean? Are you going to try and avoid Conference League if I think you're sitting currently 8th at the moment, and the way things are rolling at the moment with Aston Villa winning the Europa League, if we do win the Champions League and Crystal Palace wins the Conference League, I think they get the automatic Europa League, and I think you guys could end up playing in the Conference League. So is it something that you probably want to avoid? And thank you very much for doing your job against Tottenham very well. And talking of that, Big D, let's move. That moves us actually nicely onto Tottenham, and it's this one here. Final countdown for Spurs and the Hammers. Now, Spurs only needed to go to Chelsea and get a draw, and West Ham would have been relegated. They've given them yet again another lifeline. Now, how mad and how crazy it would be, if we lift a trophy and Spurs goes and Spurs it up at the Tottenham stadium by losing to Moyes' Everton at home, because they've not won a game at home this year. Okay.
So the Everton game is that Tottenham?
The Everton game is at Tottenham, but what I'm trying to say is that they put more added pressure on themselves. Chile's not here to defend.
Well, I'll tell you what, Norm. I'll tell you what.
Right, and just to let you know, it's 2 points. They're 2 points ahead as it stands. They only needed a point.
And they'll need a point. They need a point at home.
So they need a point. They need a point at home. So they see, this is weird. Do they stick or do they twist? Do they go for the win? Do they go for a draw? What are they going to do? Are they going to sit back and try and defend and try and get a point? Now, West Ham know what they need to do at home to Leeds. They just have to beat Leeds. If they beat Leeds, because remember, all eyes will be on Sunday. At first, we thought it was going to be on Man City against Aston Villa and us against Crystal Palace. Now, the cameras are now turned on the bottom. Who gets out of this? Because we've gone through this. We've gone through the permutations.
Yeah.
And then, Spurs did a thing against Aston Villa, and we're thinking that's it. West Ham, to a degree, we thought West Ham were going to be down. Then West Ham went and got slapped up by Newcastle. We thought that's it. The door is still left slightly ajar.
Because
if Spurs lose at home and West Ham win at London Ground, at the London Stadium, Spurs will go down this season whilst we're lifting a Premier League title.
Well, I'm looking at it, right? I'm looking purely on financials, right? And if I'm looking on financials, the Premier League will, a little help from their friends, will want Spurs to stay in this league now. And allegedly, I'm not trying to get you cancelled here. Allegedly, no. So let me say that. Allegedly, I feel, so these are the views of Big D, the real Big D, not Normski TV. I feel that the FA would like Spurs to participate in next season's 2026-2027 Premier League. So we may see some shady VARs again that have us going, no way. No way they didn't see that. No way they didn't call that. Trust me, no. It's going to be a very madness.
And listen, VR has been a massive
hard one to call.
Yeah, massive topic yet again. You know what I mean? And you might have noticed, Big D, when I sent out the menu for this evening, and I put Ref Watch, and I said, what did I put underneath it? Read what I put underneath it. Because normally I'll put the link in that. So do you want to just read what I put under it?
Hold on. I have to go. I need to open my WhatsApp there.
Just go to your WhatsApp, right? What did I put under it?
Where am I? He said, number 4, you said, can it happen? Spurs go down and Hammers stay up, going to the final day.
Yeah, now go to number 2, or Ref Watch. What did I put?
Ref Watch. Norman said I couldn't care less. That was it. Ref Watch, I couldn't care less. That's the topic. Right. So honestly, Norm, expect some real foolishness in game week 38 when it comes to that relegation fight.
Yeah.
It's gonna be I just think there's going to be one call that everyone's going to go, nah. I think we're all going to just go, nah. What we doing?
It's crazy.
I think
it's crazy.
Yeah, because I'm looking at the financials, and I think Spurs are worth more in the Premier League than West Ham. Unfortunately,
West Ham, yeah,
that's my opinion.
Yeah, so I mean, listen, look, we'll see.
Yeah.
I will be closely. I will be closely watching that game.
If Everton go there from open play and clap them 3-0, so is meant to be.
Because Everton is still going for a European spot.
Exactly. But
so that's what I'm saying. I don't know whether Spurs, what they do. Do they stick or do they twist? Do they try and go for the jugular, leave themselves open? Do they try and sit back and try and protect and
counter attack?
Yeah, but the thing they only need because Spurs needs a draw or a win. That's what they need.
Just 1 point. Yeah, that's the point. Yeah. And so I think he'll try and set up as defensively as possible, and then you just leave. You just literally sit and leave 2 players with pace to run at them and see what you can get. Because we know what's his name, England #1, he's prone to a mistake or two. It's just how he is. He's one of them erratic goalkeepers. But I don't know. I think because of the way the season's gone, I just think there's a dodgy VAR.
Spurs are just going to do it. Yeah, Spurs are just going to do it. I mean, I know Expression. I know Expression is definitely not happy with us winning the league and seeing his sides lose against Chelsea.
I watched him with his brother on their show, and he said that his brother convinced him that Arsenal weren't going to win the title, and because of that, his brother got to dip his hand in his pocket and pay for his one-way ticket out of here to wherever he's going to go, which I thought was hilarious.
He's hurting, big up to you, brother. You are the goat. You are the goat. You are the goat when it comes to watch-alongs. You are the goat. I watch you every time.
Funny brother. He's nuts. He's crazy.
I don't go there to watch your football content in terms of. I'll go there to see you have a meltdown. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie, Expression. So if you do watch this,
his meltdowns are epic, boy. They're like, brother.
Yeah, but listen, you are the GOAT, though. You definitely are the GOAT. But listen, we're coming down now. I just want to quickly just do this, and then we'll do the prediction league table. So we've got one more game left after this, Steve. We just want to. It looks like Del Grady. He's going to be walking away with another win. In the
If you look at this now. He's got a little bit of cushion there, even though he didn't score particularly well this game week because of what Pep did with Pep Roulette in the second game of a few weeks ago. But I expect Dale to get this one over the line. I think that's pretty much over.
Yeah,
in turn. It's still a two-horse race, but I think to make up them 30 points, that's a tall order for Maddie to make 30 points on Dale.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I'm looking at Malcolm. She dropped out the top 10,
dropped,
Norm.
Yeah, she's dropped out the top 10.
To 11th. So
yeah, she's
still there,
do you think, okay, there's one game left. Do you think she makes it in the top 10? Because she's not going to be a happy bunny if she does.
It's just 10 points, Norm.
Okay.
It's a 10. Yeah, it's close. She's 10 points behind the 10th place. So she can still pull a blinder. I'm looking at Andy. He's behind me, and he's behind me in 8th. I'm looking for the rest of the fellas. Ez has moved up to 15th. Where's Kofi? Yeah, Kofi dropped down to 17th.
Yeah, he's giving up like his club.
Yeah, I think he's giving up. Yeah. But yeah. Ours is a two-horse race. It's the same in Dalgrady's one. I think it's his cousin. His cousin's just leapfrogged him in game week 37. Yeah. So they've got a 14-point difference going into game week 38. This is going to be quite tense. Yeah, for him. So
talking about tense.
Go on. What we got? What we got?
There you go.
Brother. What are we doing here? Wow.
So Dean, you're gonna be quite tactical. I know you are. For this last game of the season,
it's hard to be safe, though, isn't it? I'm gonna try and be safe, but
the thing about it, the thing about it, because all right, you I mean, you haven't put nothing in the chat yet. No,
I haven't. No, I haven't looked at the games. No,
we're looking. It's the game week 37. As you can see, Big D is on 28 points. Just to let everybody know and understand how this all works, this has been going all season, 38 game season. We predicted games, and whenever we played each other. So, for instance, if Arsenal was playing, the only time we're allowed to pick the same team is if I'm playing Arsenal is playing Man United, and D can predict on Man United, I can predict on Arsenal, and it goes for the same for all the other guys: Liverpool, Tottenham, Chelsea, and so on and so on and so on. But for most times, I've not gone for that. I've always gone for different teams. I've kind of gone outside of the top 4 sometimes. You know what I mean? I've not gone for like Man City. Now you're sitting currently on 28 points, topping the table. One more game to go, and just looking at, and it's quite fascinating because you've got 19 outcomes. In other words, you know, you've said the team's going to win, but not the actual correct score. But you've had 15 losses where you haven't predicted the right score. You've had 3 outcomes and exact score. So correct score and outcome. I've had 4 correct score and outcome, but I've had 18 losses and I've had 15 outcomes. So that's why I'm 2 points behind you. And I'm tied with Chile on 26 as well. He's had 19 losses, 14 outcomes, and 4 correct score lines, exact score lines. Kofi has only had 1 correct score. So in terms of exact score, Kofi's only had 1 correct score, 17 losses, 19 outcomes on 22 points. And but
I'll tell you what, though, Norm.
Yeah,
it does show you how hard it is to predict this Premier League, doesn't it?
It is, and it's
as in correct scores. It's very hard.
Yeah. I mean, look, last season we did this, the 24-25 season, and JP came last on that because he kept predicting Man United. And he will do his forfeit regardless. But for this season, it's looking like there's no way. I don't know if Ez can catch, because you would have to look at the losses, and Ez has had more losses because he's pretty much gone for Chelsea. Every now and again, I think he's picked probably one team.
He's had less outcomes and he's had and more losses. Yeah. So
if it was to go to a tiebreaker, it would mean that Ez
based on Ez at bottom.
It would be Ez. Based on
because there's no stat that is better than JP at. Even if he gets the last one right. There's no stat apart from the 2-2 for the correct score and
So it's looking like Ez will be doing a forfeit for the 25-26 season, and JP will be doing a forfeit for the 24-25 season.
Right. And even you look at his chart, Norm, as well. Like Chile's the only one that's got a green 5 games ago.
Yeah,
there's no greens apart from Chile's
no
one.
Greens,
5 games
that's
ago.
what I'm saying. Yeah,
that's how hard it is to predict.
Yeah, it is. But I think I've maybe during the season I may have predicted Arsenal maybe on 2 or 3 occasions. I don't think no more than that, if my memory serves me right. But look, you can be champion of the What's Going On Prediction League 25-26
winning this
season.
season, man.
The only way is obviously I'm gonna have to really think about this to see if I can get an actual score, but I think that you're gonna nick it. But I'm gonna think hard. You know,
because the truth is, I just need a point, don't I?
You just need a point, like
I need a blue.
So that's what I'd say. You're gonna go for the most likely team. You're gonna go for a team that's the strongest. But I've gone for teams, right? I've gone for teams where I thought that the home team was gonna do it, and they didn't. They either end up losing or drawing. So it really
I've done Bournemouth, I've done Brentford, I've done Brighton.
I went for Aston Villa quite a lot. I've gone for Aston Villa. Brighton, I've gone for quite a lot this season as well. Yeah, big up Junior, man. Big up every time.
Yeah, man, big up yourself, Junior.
Big up every time. But I mean, listen, we're coming down to it's the penultimate league table there, and we do have one more, you know, in terms of show, in terms of what we're going to be talking about next week Wednesday, because we will be crowned as champions, and then you know, leading up to the Champions League final, we will probably find out who would have won the Conference League in terms of Crystal Palace. And really it's about who goes down. So it's going to be who goes down. And I've got a funny feeling it might be the Amazon, unfortunately, but anything can happen. You know, anything can happen. But just want to say a big thank you to the chat for those that have stayed with me. Please do go. I'm literally going to be jumping off this and going straight on Sean. I'm just going to quickly grab. You go and use the toilet, and then sorry, too much information. And then I'll be on Shane's show. So everybody, if you haven't already gone over to Shane, please go over to him. It's going to be a lit show. Sure, we will be talking celebratory things and just enjoying every moment of. It still hasn't sunk in for me until Sunday when the Guard of Honor happens and the game ends and the Premier League Cup Big D will be handed to Arsenal with the red and white ribbons on there. What a sight to behold. What a sight to behold. And just to let everybody know for the last time, where is it? Let's for the last time. No, let's do that one for the last time. This. There you go, guys.
Yes, Gavin.
Gavin, it's been great. To all those Man City fans, you've been clinking bottles. You've been drinking out of bottles.
Ain't it?
Well, in the words of Saka and MLS, who's got the bottles now? Hey? Who's got the bottles now? Hey? Listen, people, it's been a pleasure. Go over to Shane, Norman Ski Raid, and I'll be over there not too long from now. It's been a fantastic show. Big D, thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
Supported me through the year. And what have I done? Sorry.
I'm there.
Sorry, I was going to do that. That's what I think of you. You're supporting me through the year and you know, onwards and upwards for next season. And I'm sure that you want to taste and get a bite of winning trophies again.
Got to get back to the trophy mix.
Yeah.
Carrie knows it as well. He knows the remit.
Yeah.
He knows the remit.
He knows it, man. He knows it. But listen, it's been a great show. It's been a great show. Listen, take care. Man. Please like and subscribe to the channel. And we'll see you on the next one. Take care and God bless.